Curriculum Update Elementary English Language Arts. Hello, I'm Jessica Ebert, Director of Curriculum, and I will be outlining the curriculum update as it relates to elementary English Language Arts. A critical member of this work has been our elementary ELA coordinator, Brenda Jones. She will be joining me at the board meeting on November 27th. In alignment with Policy 2210, which outlines the curriculum development process and is part of the Strategic Plan Objective 1.1, a 7-year curriculum cycle was developed. As articulated in the 7-year curriculum cycle, an elementary English language arts review was set in motion during the 22-23 school year. Although there is a lot we could spend time on and report out in this presentation, we would like to spend a majority of our time communicating the future vision of elementary ELA in the Wauwatosa School District. Accompanying this presentation is an executive summary in which you will find a thorough and detailed report on actions set in motion through the development phase of the 7-year cycle. Within the executive summary, you will find background information on elementary ELA, an overview of the development phase of the ELA curriculum review cycle, timelines and outcomes, a description of the vision for elementary ELA education in Wauwatosa, a plan to monitor for effectiveness, potential barriers to consider, study, and monitor, budget recommendations, recommendations to the Board of Education, and next steps as it relates to elementary ELA. Before we launch further into the future of elementary ELA, we would be remiss if we did not thank the amazing educators that supported this first phase of the work. On this slide, you will see each member of our review team. As you can see, the team consisted of educators from a variety of schools and departments. Each team member brought valued insights and perspectives to our meetings and review work. As detailed in the executive summary, this team invested significant time and effort into deeply studying the resources under review. Some of the highlights of the work included developing deeper understanding of evidence-based practices, careful analysis of the resources through unit planning and lesson planning, assessment analysis, virtual interviews with districts, as well as envisioning the ideal state of ELA and naming strategic actions to realize this vision. The Wauwatosa School District ELA vision is supported by and in alignment with the Wisconsin Department of Instruction's vision of ELA. This vision begins with guiding principles which capture the essence of teaching and learning and serve to support educators with clarity and focus on meeting the needs of all learners. These principles include every student has the right to learn. Instruction must be rigorous and relevant. Purposeful assessment drives instruction and affects learning. Learning is a collaborative responsibility. Students bring strengths and experiences to learning, and responsive environments engage learners. Along with the guiding principles, the key principles of the vision for ELA include English language arts is an integrated discipline. English language arts instruction builds an understanding of the human experience. Literacy is an evolving concept, and becoming literate is a lifelong learning process. Critical thinking and problem solving, communication, collaboration, and creativity are aspects of an effective ELA instruction and attributes of Wisconsin graduates. Literacy, language, and meaning are socially constructed and are enhanced by multiple perspectives. Together, the guiding principles for instruction and the Wisconsin ELA vision set the ideal state of what we want elementary ELA classrooms to look like, sound like, and feel like in our district. In addition to fulfilling the Wisconsin vision for ELA, our district's vision was a North Star as we worked to achieve the future state of elementary English language arts. The review team saw clear alignment between the Wisconsin vision and the Wauwatosa district's mission, vision, and core values, and felt compelled to make the necessary changes in order to realize these visions for the students of Wauwatosa. These visions grounded us in 3 key commitments for elementary ELA, and these commitments include all students will be guaranteed instruction that fosters success and literacy. All students will acquire the skills and knowledge necessary to be literate, and all students will be engaged in their literacy learning through connection and joy. To carry out the visions, commitments, and guiding principles as previously described, a focus on these three key objectives must be prioritized. The adoption of a comprehensive evidence-aligned resource, a commitment and investment to professional learning or development, continual monitoring of the effectiveness of program implementation. As reminded, each of these objectives are communicated in further detail in the executive summary, but we'll briefly describe an overview of each in the following slides. The adoption of a comprehensive evidence-aligned resource that is grounded in science-based practices as outlined in Act 20 legislation will ensure that students have equitable access to systematic and instruction in phonological and phonemic awareness, phonics, fluency, building background knowledge, oral language development, reading comprehension, and writing. Furthermore, the adoption of a curricular resource that provides a coherent, culminative structure which integrates knowledge-building topics and reading strategies ensures that students will continue to deepen their understanding of texts and key concepts. The adoption of a curricular resource that recognizes and prioritizes meaningful texts and authentic experiences is necessary to achieve both the Wisconsin ELA vision and the vision of the Wauwatosa School District. The comprehensive ELA curricular resource we are bringing forward is Benchmark Advance. Another critical objective is a commitment and investment to professional development. Strong professional learning is evidence-based practices will be critical for administrators and all elementary educators to successfully implement the Wisconsin English Language Arts standards and the curricular resource Benchmark Advance. Some examples of this professional learning include understanding components of the resource, vertical and horizontal alignment, deep dives into unit planning, science-based early literacy practices, and learning around assessment and data collection to monitor student understanding and growth. In order to monitor the effectiveness of the future state of English language arts education in Wauwatosa, common assessments will be implemented and data will be gathered on a regular basis to ensure that the curriculum is serving the needs of all students. Listed on this slide and outlined in the executive summary are some ways in which this data will be collected and monitored for use. In the previous elementary ELA review and implementation, close monitoring and data collection did not occur. This is a necessary action step to realize the Wauwatosa School District vision and the vision for elementary ELA. This table outlines the recommendations we are making to the Board of Education and are needed to achieve the future state and vision for English language arts in the Wauwatosa School District. Following the board presentation on November 27th, the community will have opportunities to review curriculum materials per Policy 2210. A collection of Benchmark Advanced materials under review are accessible through the Curriculum Review website, as well as on the following dates and times at the Fisher Administration Building. The in-person opportunities will allow for questions and conversations as needed. In the next phase of development, work will continue to ensure that the ELA team aligns actions to the vision and future state of English language arts instruction in the Wauwatosa School District. At this time, we'd like to thank you for your time and consideration involving the information provided in this presentation, as well as for your service to the students of the Wauwatosa School District. We look forward to future conversations regarding elementary English language arts.